What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I want to give you guys my 3 keys to victory for Sunday's matchup against the New Orleans Saints. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for your continued support. Continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is $ Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to give my 3 keys to victory for Sunday's matchup against the New Orleans Saints. As you guys know, this will be the season finale for the regular season. The Falcons still have an opportunity to win the division, but first we have to handle our business in New Orleans. This is our hated rival in the New Orleans Saints, and the NFC South could come down to this matchup. As we know, we do need a little bit of help from the Carolina Panthers to beat the Buccaneers in order for us to possibly make the playoffs. But we have to handle our business in this game against New Orleans. This should be a really tough game in New Orleans. As we know, anytime we play the Saints, it's always a tight matchup when we go up against our arch rivals. But this Sunday's game will be played in New Orleans at 1 p.m. Eastern time. With that being said, my first key to victory in this game is going to actually come down to quarterback play. So I'm not too sure in this game. They're saying that Taylor Heinicke is banged up. He has an ankle injury, and it's stated that he's a game time decision. Personally, in this game, I expect Desmond Ritter to play. And if Desmond Ritter plays in this game on Sunday, I really feel like he could be the X factor for this Atlanta Falcons team, possibly using his legs. If you remember in the first matchup against the New Orleans Saints, when we beat the New Orleans Saints at home, Desmond Ritter did a great job of escaping the pocket. When things broke down, he was able to scramble out for a couple first downs and use his legs in that first matchup, which got us out of a lot of negative plays on first and second down. He was able to extend drives with his legs. And I expect the same thing in this game. The New Orleans Saints is a team that's known to struggle with mobile quarterbacks. And personally, Taylor Heinicke being injured, I hate to see players get injured, but it could be a blessing in disguise for the Atlanta Falcons, because when Desmond Ritter's in the game, Arthur Smith will call quarterback keepers and quarterback runs. Taylor Heinicke is more of a pocket quarterback. He's more of a sit and duck back there in the pocket, which we've seen last week against the Chicago Bears. He is a guy who can scramble, but Arthur Smith doesn't really call, quarterback keepers and quarterback draws and things of that nature when Taylor Heinicke's in the game. So in this game, I really feel like guys have to keep their gap integrity when Desmond Ritter is at that quarterback position. And with Taylor Heinicke being banged up, I really feel like they should just go ahead and play Desmond Ritter in this matchup. Because we've seen Desmond Ritter, he's played really well against New Orleans throughout his career so far, his young career. And in this game, I really feel like Taylor Heinicke may not be able to go. So I think the X factor in this game is going to be possibly Desmond Ritter if he plays in this game. We can't afford any turnovers in this game, fumbles, interceptions, because whoever wins the turnover match, the turnover battle in this game, most likely will win this game. So I'm definitely looking for Desmond Ritter to possibly play in this game. But if not, if Taylor Heinicke somehow sucks it up and is able to go out there on a bum ankle, hopefully he's able to move around, because the Saints, they will bring pressure up front and there will be a lot of crowd noise in this game. Now, my second key to victory in this game for the Atlanta Falcons is to get off to an early start. You want to be leading in this game. As I talked about in the heavy hitter show yesterday, it's going to be important that the Falcons get out to an early start. You want to take the crowd noise out of this game. You want to take the crowd out of this game. If you can get out to an early lead in this game and put doubt in the minds of the New Orleans Saints fans, I really think that that'll bode well for our Atlanta Falcons in this game. You want to stay ahead of the chains in this game. You don't want to fall behind on the scoreboard, and you don't want to fall behind the chains. So in this game, it's going to be important that we run the football, stay ahead of the chains. When we get down in scoring range, it's going to be important that we score touchdowns in the red zone. But it's going to be very important in this game that you don't allow this New Orleans crowd to get in the game, and you want to play with a lead in this game. You don't want to fall behind in this game, because we know that crowd noise is going to be a factor when it comes to false start penalties, and when it comes to pressure, being forced to throw the ball and becoming one-sided because you're down multiple possessions. It's going to be very important in this game that the Falcons get out to an early start. And my last key to victory in this game, which will be my third key to victory in this game, is going to come down to Coach Arthur Smith and his play calling. In this game, it's very important, as I mentioned, that he allows Tyler Algier, Cordell Patterson, and Bijan Robinson. I really feel like those three guys are the X factors in this game. And if Desmond Ritter plays in this game, those four guys running the football is going to be key. If you remember in the first matchup against the Saints, all four of those guys ran the ball for over 200 yards in that first matchup. So in this game, it's going to be very important that you get CP involved and Tyler Algier. CP is the lightning rod for this team. And in that first matchup, CP had some big explosive runs in that game, and he had some very physical runs in that game where he established his presence with him running over a couple New Orleans Saints. And in this game, I think it's going to be very important that Tyler Algier gets his carries, that Bijan Robinson and Cordell Patterson, those guys split up those carries, give those guys a lot of carries in this game, and allow your offensive line to be physical. Because we know in this game, as I mentioned, because of the crowd noise, those edge rushers of the New Orleans Saints will have like a split second to kind of jump the snap count, because we're probably going to have to go silent snap count in this game because of the crowd noise. So the way to offset the crowd noise is running the football. If you run the football and allow your offensive line to be physical in this game, allow them to get after that New Orleans Saints defensive line, I really feel like if you run the ball the first, the second, third quarter, by the time the fourth quarter rolls around, which happened in that first game, you'll be able to wear down that New Orleans defense. So in this game, it's going to be very important that Arthur Smith sticks with the run, starts early in the game, establishes dominance in the trenches, and just keep working that running game. Keep feeding Bijan Robinson, keep feeding Tyler Algier, keep feeding Cordell Patterson. Wear those guys down. By the time the fourth quarter comes, I really feel like we'll be able to wear down this New Orleans Saints defense. If we do those three things in this game, I really feel like the Falcons have a great chance to come away with the victory. As I mentioned, we can't promise playoffs because we know it's going to come down to the Carolina Panthers somehow upsetting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for us to get into the playoffs. But if it doesn't happen that way, we still want to end this season off, on a good note. So with that being said, you guys give me your three keys to victory in this game. I really expect it to be a good game, possibly a close game with our Atlanta Falcons going to New Orleans. Like I stated, this is our hated rival, so we know it. These games are usually always close and come down to the wire. And because could possibly be for the division, it's going to be that much more at stake. But with that being said, this being your boy Jew, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. It's always Falcons Nation. Rise up. Be blessed. Peace.